In the next three segments with Jeff Skunk Baxter, we're going to be talking about, well, one of my favorite subjects, the drummers. I've been a drummer since I've been 18. I'm still not much better than I was when I was 18. But in the first one of the more disturbing cases, two of the three have passed on. We start with Jim Gordon, who played with Steely Dan, Linda Ronstadt, Tom Petty, John Lennon, Beach Boys. He was in sessions with Bread, Jackson Browne, The Byrds, Eric Clapton, Alice Cooper, Neil Diamond, the Everly Brothers, Hall & Oates, George Harrison, and many more. He had some psychological problems and actually murdered his mom. The problem at the time, undiagnosed schizophrenia. He remains in jail to this day. By the way, what do you think happened to Jim Gordon? Like, that's just talk about.
Yes, that is such a sad story. I haven't talked to him in quite a while. I did go visit him a couple of times, but I haven't talked to him. And that's a good idea. As we get older, sometimes it's just you have to do the right thing. Sometimes you get so much on your plate you forget to do the right thing. Thanks for reminding me. I'm gonna look into that.
I think with that sort of thing, that I don't think anyone doesn't know anybody who's gone off the rails like that, or it's sometimes it's one thing after another thing that just can. But a lot of people were asking me to ask you, because how was he? Can you say anything? I don't want to pry, but
well, and again, I'm very careful about. I'm not real good at gossip, and I don't answer a lot of questions about the Doobie Brothers, Steely Dan, my family, other people, simply because I know how to keep a secret.
Yeah,
it's part of my job. But I just don't find it at all fulfilling or even necessary to get into the sort of the dirt stuff. So I don't really know a lot about the actual circumstance. What I do know is that every time I work with Jim Gordon, it was a joyful experience. As a drummer, no, as a musician who also played drums, being in the same room with him and playing with him was amazing. It was kind of like, I guess, what the Pied Piper would have been. You get behind him and it's going to go great.
Henry Dodge says, I think I remember he was going to run for political office at one point.
Yes. Well, I think so. Yeah. I woke up one day and my dad called me up and said, what the hell is this? I said, what are you talking about? Front page of the New York Times. It says you're running for Congress. I went, oh, really? Okay. So I made a couple of calls. I called some of the folks in the RNC. I said, what's this? Said, well, we thought you might want to run for Congress. Well, next time, tell me. But yeah, okay, I'll explore it. And it was one of the most insane experiences, the preliminary stuff I'd ever seen. The level of blood sport was so brutal, and the opposition was so desperate. I remember getting a call. I'm not even going to go into it, but they were. It had to do with them going to go after my kids, and I thought, I'll do a better job for my country doing what I'm doing, and I'm not really interested in what to me seemed to be a horror show. Would I ever consider it? I don't think so. I'm too old for one thing. I think.
Speaking of too old, though, you don't strike me as a guy, and I'm not either. You've got a few years on me, but I'm 62, and people ask me, "You're going to retire in 3 years?" And we're why? My dad was 65. He sat in a rocking chair and basically started to disintegrate in a rocking chair. So, what's your take on that?
Well, I was doing gigs with Les Paul. He was 93, 94 years old. You kidding? Maybe he didn't have the dexterity, but it didn't make any difference because the thermonuclear fire inside him always came out, was like the sun. And no problem. And some of the people that I work with, especially in my day job, are 85, 86 years old and sharp as tacks.
Yeah.
And they have all of that wonderful storehouse of knowledge. Hopefully, whatever I've learned and gained over the years I can share. And I agree with you. I think once you stop using your mind, it's just you're on the clock.
More from Jeff Skunk Baxter coming up in the next 2-3 days. So share our videos, like them, subscribe to our channel, and comment on them as well. I'm John Beaudin. This is Rock History Music. Take care.